Hey, it's Mike. I'm back doing another video this week. I keep doing this where I think I'm going to come in and do a video every week, and it ends up turning into 2 weeks or 3, but I think it's only been 2 weeks. But I had a few things to show. I've just slowly been collecting some new records here. One of them is technically a vinyl find, something I found used at my local record store, and the rest of them are records that I've ordered, special order. First thing I want to talk about is I have a son, and he's starting to get into music now, so that's pretty cool. And I just let him listen to what he likes to listen to. I don't try to push my music onto him or anything. I do play music sometimes when he's in the car, and but for the most part, he's kind of, figuring out his own. And kids nowadays, they watch TikTok a lot, and that's where they get exposed to a lot of the music. Their music taste comes from there. So if I say, hey, have you heard of the Pixies? He's like, no, I've never heard of the Pixies. And then I'll play a song like Where Is My Mind? And he'll be like, oh yeah, I know that song. I heard that on TikTok. So a lot of times these kids, I think they get music put into their brains subliminally or whatever, but they don't know the name of the band or the name of the song. And that's kind of the case has been with my son. And one band he's been really into lately is the band Weezer, and he loves a lot of the songs off of this, and I think he's gotten most of it from listening to or watching TikTok. But he loves Say It Ain't So. That's like his favorite song. So we've been playing this. This is Courtney's record that I got her for Christmas, and we've been playing this and listening to it with my son, and that's a lot of fun. Something I never did with my dad. My dad, his musical taste was more like Bob Seger and I don't know, Delbert McClinton. Do y'all know who that is? I certainly don't. But stuff like that, kind of boomer rock, country rock kind of music, whatever. And he and I didn't have a lot in common as far as musical tastes go, so we would never listen to music together. But so I like playing this with my son and having him like read the lyrics. He knows all the lyrics to all these songs on here, the Sweater Song and Buddy Holly and all that. So that's cool. I mean, you can do a lot worse than Weezer. Let's just put it that way. I saw Weezer in concert a few years back with the Pixies and Sleigh Bells, and hopefully they'll come back around Phoenix and do a show, and I can take my son to it. That'd be a lot of fun. Another band he's into is the Deftones. I love the Deftones. He doesn't know this album at all. This is the only record vinyl that I have of theirs right now. But he knows songs from that album Around the Fur, which I believe is their second album. He knows that, and he just got a Deftones t-shirt at Hot Topic this weekend, so he's been wearing that a lot. So yeah, Deftones, again, he could do a lot worse than the Deftones. I like them a lot. Hopefully they'll come around to do another show, and I can take my son to a Deftones show. So anyway, that musically wise with my son, that's really fun. I already go to concerts with my daughter, but it'll be nice when my son gets to the age, he's 12, when he gets to the age where he wants to go to shows and stuff and do all that with him. That'd be a lot of fun. So let's talk about records. So this is one that I pre-ordered. It was reissued recently, I think a couple weeks ago it came out, and 4AD Records put out the first reissue, remaster of this album by the Cocteau Twins for the first time since 1986, when this album was originally released. This is the first reissue since then. This is the Cocteau Twins, the members of the Cocteau Twins, along with Harold Budd. It's like a collaboration with Harold Budd, who's like an ambient composer dude, and music, like their styles kind of really meshed together really well in this album. And it's 8 great songs, 4 songs that Liz sings on, and 4 songs that are more instrumental. Really fantastic, and it's nice to, I know a lot of people have been waiting a long time to get this remastered and get a copy of this. I had I had a copy of it back in the 80s, back when I was in college, sold it, and then I bought another original issue of it on Relativity Records from '86, and I've had that for a while, and now I've got this reissue. Really nice quality cardboard that they printed this in, inner sleeve, printed inner sleeve, not just the little two-sided insert, but an actual inner sleeve that it came in. And I'm really surprised no seam splits on this, so that came out really nice. And then the record's on black vinyl, remastered by Robin Guthrie, the guitarist for the Cocteau Twins, and really fantastic. Sounds great. I listened to this and I listened to the original. The original's it's a little bit brighter. The treble is a little bit brighter, and the reissue's got a lot more deep bass tones in it, which is really nice as well. I kind of like a combination of both. I don't think that the treble is as bright on this reissue, but getting the nice heavy lower tones is really nice to hear. So fantastic. So I guess if I'm in a treble mood, I'll listen to the original, and I'm in more of a bass mood, I'll listen to the reissue. So this is my original on Relativity Records. Yeah, so artwork is pretty much exactly the same as it was originally. The next thing I ordered, this is a record that I got back when I was in college, and I think I bought it on CD, 1989, and I sold it a long time ago and haven't really put much thought into it. But I felt like I should really get a copy of this and have it on vinyl. And this is 9 Inch Nails' Pretty Hate Machine, their debut album. This is a remaster from 2010. The cover artwork has been reimagined, and I really prefer this. The original was a lot of bright, kind of neon pink and bright blue, and I kind of like this more subdued kind of treatment to it. Yeah, Head Like a Hole and Down In It. I think Down In It is probably my favorite song off of this, that single. Sounds really great. This reissue, it's a gatefold. It's got a bonus song on it, so I believe it's called, what's it called? Get Down, Make Love is the bonus track. And yeah, I'm really kind of digging listening to this. When this came out, again, like nobody knew who they were. It hadn't taken off yet. And he came and played at my college campus at the Student Union, really small like room at the Student Union on the campus, and I could just walk to it from my dorm, and played a show there. I believe Nitzer Ebb opened for them, and a really cool show. And then I saw them again like soon after that. They 9 Inch Nails played at the Lollapalooza, the original Lollapalooza tour. So I saw them along with Jane's Addiction and Boho Surfers and Susie and all that stuff. So yeah, so really happy to have this in my collection. Just reminds me a lot of my college days. This is the two-sided insert. The artwork reminds me a lot of, what is it, H.R. Geiger, like the Alien artwork. Kind of reminds me of, you know, the alien, the ribs or whatever, the parts to the alien body and the alien spaceship and all that kind of stuff. It kind of reminds me of that, which the reason why I bring that up is my son and I went and saw the new Alien movie, Romulus, last night. We absolutely love it. It's his first Alien movie, especially, well, we watched Aliens, the second one, together on DVD, but it's the first time he's seen an Alien movie in the theater, and absolutely loved it. It's his new favorite movie. We've actually seen it twice in the theater. Last night was the second time, so really cool. If you haven't seen it or heard about it or whatever, go check it out. It's a lot of fun. This is a 2-record set. This 9 Inch Nails Pretty Hate Machine reissue. It's spread out onto 2 records, but it's only 3 sides. So the 4th side is just literally just smooth. They didn't do an etching or anything. It's just smooth vinyl. So yeah, but really nice. It sounds really good. Really good quality, lots of depth in the sound stage or whatever. highly recommend it. So 9 Inch Nails, Pretty Hate Machine, 1989. Kind of in that same vein as far as music goes. I've shown this album a few times. I love this. It's one of my all-time favorite albums, Beat Manifesto. Their debut album, Storm the Studio. Kind of in the same kind of industrial, kind of experimental industrial kind of electronic music like 9 Inch Nails and Ministry and that kind of stuff back in the day. This is 1989, so I did not just get this. I've had it for a while. I had it on CD back for a long time ago. Finally have it on vinyl, but I bought this like maybe 3 years ago when I started collecting vinyl again. So anyway, the reason why I'm showing it that is because it's really hard to get a lot of their albums on vinyl. You can get their newer stuff a lot easier, but the old stuff's really hard to find. And they announced, I think I saw it on Facebook, that they were reissuing their 4th album, Satyricon, and their 5th album, Subliminal Sandwich. And I love both of those albums. And so I pre-ordered them on Amazon, and that's the only place where I could find it was on Amazon. So I pre-ordered it. The time came and went, and they eventually notified me that it just dropped off the face of the earth. They're not coming your records. They hadn't charged me or anything because they hadn't shipped them, but it just kind of disappeared, and they're like, we're not. There's no records to send you. So I canceled those orders. And then a few months later, they showed up again. I'm like, all right, well, I'll try this again. And then when it came down to, I think it was, when was it supposed to be? Like the beginning of August, they were supposed to ship. And those dates came and went. And Amazon actually just deleted them, deleted my orders. Like they just disappeared off my list. And they hadn't charged me again because they hadn't shipped yet. So that was that. I'm like, crap, well, what the hell's going on with these records? Why did they keep showing up as being reissued and then they just disappear? So I went on, I believe it was eBay, and found them, found somebody who was, and it's like Movie Mars. I don't know if you're familiar with Movie Mars. They're kind of sketchy sometimes. I've ordered from them before, and usually they'll wait till the very last day of their shipping window. They'll wait till the very last day of the shipping window to ship them, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. I do end up always getting the records that I order. It's just they take their sweet time. And they had these 2 records. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll try ordering from them. Let's see what happens. I'm in like no huge rush or anything. So I ordered them. I hadn't seen anybody else showing them or anything. So I didn't have that like anxiety, fear of missing out that everybody's got this record and I don't. So I really wasn't like in that huge of a rush. And sure enough, they finally came. So they shipped them and they arrived. So these things actually do exist. This is Beat Manifesto's 4th album, Satyricon, 1992. This was released. A little less industrial, like heavy industrial, like the Storm the Studio, and more just electronic, almost kind of dancey a little bit. Still really good, still really kind of raw and funky and great. A lot of samples, lots of just really interesting experimentation with sampling and stuff. Jack Dangers and Johnny Stevens are the 2 members of the band. They're out of England, and fantastic album. They toured for this album, and they came to Gainesville, where I was going to college, and I actually got to see them live in Gainesville. They opened for 808 State, and I don't really know why they were opening for that. To me, in my world, Beat Manifesto is way huger than 808 State, and maybe in England it's the opposite. I don't know. I don't really know anything about or know much about 808 State, but really, Beat Manifesto should be a headliner always. But they were fantastic. They were a lot of fun, and really, really glad I got to see them in concert. So it comes with a printed inner sleeve. Again, not a 2-page insert, but an actual inner sleeve, and no seam splits, which is really nice. The songs I really love off of this album, Mindstream, that starts off the album, Mindstream, and then Drop, Original Control is really good. Euthanasia is fantastic. Pot Sounds is fantastic. A lot of really good songs. It's a top-notch Beat Manifesto album. Probably my 3rd favorite album of theirs. And then it came on black vinyl on Play It Again Sam Records. There's my cat being annoying, so if you hear a cat screaming and yelling, she's outside my door and she wants treats. Next, so I ordered 2 records. So the other one that came in was Subliminal Sandwich. This is their 5th studio album. This is a 2-record set, originally a 2-record set, like full of plenty of songs, enough to fill up 2 records, not a single record spread out over 2 pieces of vinyl, but an actual 2-record set. This album, I believe Johnny Stevens had left the band at this time, so it's just Jack Dangers. Johnny Stevens does appear on here. He plays guitar on some songs, but for the most part, this is a complete Jack Dangers project, and for all the subsequent albums after this is all Jack Dangers. But this is a little bit more ambient, and it's got flavors of like hip hop and trip hop and reggae and bossa nova. It's got a lot of different influences, music influences in this album. It's really an interesting listen. But it's really good. Like, there's just some really fantastic songs on this album. Let's see. So yeah, 2-record set: Nuclear Bomb, 1979, Future Worlds, She's Unreal. That apparently I read that was featured. That song She's Unreal was featured on the Blair Witch Project album. I don't remember that song being in there. And then let's see what else is good. Assassinator, Cancer is a fantastic song. Addiction, We Done, No Purpose, No Design. There's a lot of really great songs on this. There's the song list on the back. There's 2 columns here of song titles. Yeah, Subliminal Sandwich. I originally had the CD of this. I don't know why I don't have it anymore. It was a 2-disc CD. The first CD had all of these songs on it, and then the second CD was full of bonus songs. And I really wish that I could get those bonus songs on vinyl as well, but I'm gonna have to go back and maybe order the CD again so I can have those bonus songs, physical media. But yeah, Subliminal Sandwich. Did I say 1996 was when this album came out? So again, 2-record set. It came with these original inner sleeves, printed inner sleeves. And yeah, really nice stuff. Play It Again Sam Records. So happy to have these finally on vinyl. A lot of people say, why do you collect like digital electronic music on vinyl? Doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose? Because it's digital music. But to me, I just love how digital music sounds on vinyl. I don't know, it's just weirdness, I guess. So that's the first record, and what the label looks like, black vinyl. Both of these are black vinyl. And then the label of the second record. So yeah, Beat Manifesto. And I'm going to keep looking for their other albums. 99% was their 3rd album. I'd like to have that on vinyl. Armed Audio Warfare was their 2nd album. And I'd like to find that on vinyl as well. And then start looking at maybe getting their later stuff. But Beat Manifesto, love them. They don't get a lot of love on the VC. I don't know if I've ever even seen somebody show one of their records on the VC, but they should. And then this last thing that I got, and I'll wrap it up here. So when I started buying records again, this is a record that I had on CD back in high school and stuff. And always loved this record, love this band, and never had this on vinyl. And then when I started collecting records again, I went and I'm like, okay, well, I know that this comes with like an OBI kind of deal, like a Mylar or something, printed OBI type thing with the New Order band. And the OBI strip would go here. And I was looking to find that, but I found this, and it's kind of the Mylar goes all the way across the front of it, and it wraps around to the back. This is New Order's Low Life. Originally released in 1985 on Factory Records. This is a Factory Records printing. I'm not sure if it's an original, but it's at the very least, it's a very early pressing. It's yellowed in age. And if you look behind me, I have a reissue. This is a fairly recent reissue of it. It didn't come with the OBI type Mylar thing, but you can see the yellowing of my old one versus the new one with the white. Looks a lot different, but anyway, love this album. I had 2 copies of it, and then I was at my my local record store, and they had this, and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I should get this. I don't know if I should get this or not. And I left the record store without getting it, and I was walking around with Courtney and the boys, and I'm like, I don't know, maybe I should go back and get that, because it was a good price, it was used, and normally it's very expensive, and or at least too rich for my blood, and had really no interest in buying it originally, but since it was used and it was marked down in price, I thought, well, I should probably get this. And what it is the definitive edition of the album Low Life, and it comes in this big sturdy box set. This was released last year. I believe they've done Movement, which is their first album, and they've done Power, Corruption, and Lies, which comes in like a pink box, and then they've done this one. They haven't done Brotherhood yet, which I'd be interested in getting Brotherhood as well. But they had this, and it was marked down a considerable amount, and it was in really good condition. The box is it's got some nicks here and there, but for the most part, it's in good shape. And no tearing or anything like that. It's just got some little bumps or whatever on the back. But everything inside looked pristine, looked absolutely mint. So I'm like, I don't know, I should just go ahead and get it. And then what I'm gonna do is get rid of these old copies of Low Life that I have, and just keep this definitive collection version, this definitive edition version of it, and then I'm done. No reason to have another copy of this. And so this is what the box set comes with. When you open it up, you get a reissue, remastered version of the album, and it's printed with that same Mylar that covers up the entire cover and wraps around to the back, like my old version, my old factory version does. But this is a nice, clean, pristine version, and the Mylar wraps over the edge of the flaps, and you can see the song list on the inside of the lip of the edge there. So that's really nice clean copy. The inner sleeve, printed inner sleeve with pictures. There's Hooky. I'm going to be seeing him in concert in just a couple of weeks. I'm really excited about that. And the record, 180 gram vinyl, sounds really fantastic. I listened to this the other night when I got it, and it sounds beautiful. So really happy about the sound quality of this reissue. And it's the definitive edition, so I figure I've got the only edition I really need. And this is a little printout, and this is what comes in the box. So it's got the album, and then it's got so the album, and then this book, hardcover book, hardbound book, and then the CD of the album, and then a CD of extras, and then a DVD, actually 2 DVDs full of all kinds of live and in-studio performances of a lot of these songs and the songs from previous albums and stuff. So a lot of material, a lot of live stuff, a lot of rare and unreleased tracks, studio outtakes, and all that kind of stuff. This is the book, and again, everything is just pristine. The book looks like it hasn't even been cracked open yet, and it's just the pages are really thick, so it may look like it's a lot more pages than it is, and it's really not a huge amount of pages, but just a lot of like memorabilia and photography of the band, and a little bio about the making of the record, and some rare, I guess, photographs of the band during that time, and photographs of the equipment that they used, and tape reels and stuff of the I guess the analog tapes, and pictures of the band performing, and just all kinds of memorabilia and stuff. So really nice, cool, hard, heavy, very well made book that it comes with. And then the CDs, this is the CD of the album, and it comes with the same Mylar thing that wraps around, just a reproduction of how the LP is, with the Mylar wrapping around and folding inside the insert there. And then the it comes with like this inner sleeve, and the CD is inside that little inner sleeve there. So it's like this little mini reproduction of how the album is. So that's really cool. This has just got the original track listing on it. And then this is the rare tracks listing there. And if you pause, you can see what all is on there. and I just uploaded it to my computer, so I'm going to listen to it here pretty soon. And then DVD 1 that it came with, and these are all the songs that are on the DVD, live performances, and I guess in studio performances and whatnot. So that'll be really cool to watch and see the guys way back when. And oh, it comes with, again, all of these DVDs and CDs come with like an inner sleeve and like a picture of the band, which is really nice. It's not just a CD slid in there by itself. And then this is DVD 2, and those are the songs that appears on DVD 2. And there's a picture of Peter Hook and I guess liner notes and stuff about the DVD. I guess it's got, I haven't watched it yet, but I guess it's got this this in-studio performance of The Perfect Kiss, the extended version. That's what, I believe that's what this still is taken from, because I've watched it recently, and it's really cool. It's the Substance version of The Perfect Kiss, and they're in the studio performing this, and it's really fascinating watching Peter Hook play his bass guitar on that song, because he's just such a, God, he's such a, I don't know, he's very innovative in his style of his approach to bass playing, and it's really fun to watch him play, and I'm really looking forward to seeing that live. So yeah, so I got all that with the record, and I love it, and I think I'll probably eventually break down and get the Power, Corruption, and Lies version of that box set, and then I won't need any other version of that album. And then Brotherhood, hopefully they'll issue the box set of Brotherhood, and I'll get that as well. So anyway, that's my list of vinyl finds and special orders and whatnot that I've gotten recently. Hope you all are having a great Labor Day weekend. Enjoy your 3-day week. Hopefully you all got 3 days. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Great to see you all, and I appreciate any kind of comments. I love getting comments and hearing from everybody, and ask me questions or whatever, or tell me all the things that I got wrong. And love you guys, and I will see you hopefully in a week or two. All right, see ya. Love you. Bye.